Today's the day. It's finally gonna happen. Like four or five people have been asking for it. And as a very proud YouTuber who's mostly into bicycles, rides a lot of bicycles, but talks about all of the different hobbies that he has, cars, motorbikes, sewing sometimes. I'm going to ride motorcycles today. So I'm meeting up with Corey, who is BMXing with me at the end of a video uploaded this week, so you should be familiar with that name. And another friend of mine, Chris. Corey has two motorcycles. One is an XS 650, the other one's like a Sportster 1200 or something. I'm gonna be riding the XS 650. Chris also has a super rad Sportster, and we're gonna go ride like two-wheeled motorized bikes around town. I'm very excited about it, though I haven't ridden a motorcycle in almost 1 year. So I'm like marginally worried. I also haven't ridden motorcycles with another person on a motorcycle in like 5 years. So my motorcycle etiquette is this much, my confidence is this much. Riding someone else's motorcycle that I know nothing about puts me about here. This quarter over here, it's like really, really tall. I'm scared of it, but I want to double peg it and then maybe leave here. Oh, there's other motorcycles there. So look how tall this is. It's big. I'm gonna put my helmet on. If this just happened to be concrete or wood, no problem. But slippery steel ramps are so terrible that it just adds this other layer of terrifyingness. All right, I'm not doing it. Let's just cut to the motorcycle that I'm gonna be riding to bring the lameness of this video down a couple notches, having not landed that right now. So the XS 650 is just like the bigger brother of my motorbike. If you're familiar with it, it's an XS 400. Corey's is certainly built up a little bit different than mine being a cafe racer version with the clip-on lower bars. I felt like I'd be like relatively at home on it, and like I knew that with like a year off, I wouldn't want to be riding like what Chris is riding or what Corey would be riding with their Sportster 1200s. And I was happy to just like trail behind them and take it as easy as possible. Now there is a pile of similarities between Corey's XS and mine. One being it's kickstart only, and the fact that it's like a little bit temperamental to get running, but not being used to it as we were trying to pull away. I immediately stalled it and am completely incapable of kickstarting it myself, so I had to keep getting Corey to actually do all the work for me. That can't be it. Embarrassing moment aside, I did get it going again. More nervous now, of course, if I did end up stalling in traffic, because that's way more embarrassing. And when we finally got rolling, I was starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. I will say, the power difference between the 400 and the 650, not inconsequential. The 650 is way stronger and way faster. We did stop for fuel, which meant I did have to stop the bike and put $3 worth of fuel in. It's not in gear. I couldn't get in gear either. Having a hard go with this one. And then I had to get Corey to try and kickstart the bike again, which it didn't want to start. What a surprise. Something that I'm riding, not cooperating.
That's new. Yeah.
After some finagling and messing with the fuel mixture on the carbs, it eventually did fire back up and we were on the road again. To which I tried to shoot some video, but like shooting video on a motorcycle it's terrifying. But of course, as I started to get more and more comfortable riding the thing, something had to pop up to bring the heart rate up again. I could hear the tinging of metal falling and going to hit the ground. Eyes wide open, thought to myself, What is that?
We're working out the bugs for this bike. Missing an exhaust. We're gonna bring it back with us. It's way harder to shoot motorcycle vlogs than it is a cycling vlog. You like pull a camera out and try to and then you feel like you're gonna die. So you just use this thing. Crap footage, it's fine.
Turns out it was just the right side muffler falling off and landing on the road, which meant another stop, turn off the bike, Corey coming back and kickstarting it again for me.
Here we are again.
The rest of the ride honestly was pretty smooth sailing, but like I said, shooting a moto vlog when you haven't really done it before and don't have any experience on where to put cameras or like not wanting to take the risk of shooting video while riding makes it a little bit boring. That's why I'm doing this voiceover. But on the way back from the restaurant stop, I told Corey, I was like, I want to ride your Sportster now. You can ride the XS. To which he agreed. And now I'm back home in Nova Scotia, starting my mandated isolation timeline requirement, however long that ends up being. I believe it's actually until just Wednesday morning, but I'll find out more as that comes, with a newly lit flame to see if I can get the spark back in this thing. Actually, if I'm completely honest, the flame is there for me to actually want to like walk into a dealership and buy a brand new motorcycle that I could go over and push a button on and will literally start every day like Corey's and Chris's Sportster. Literally don't have to do anything, start it all the time and not have the inevitable issues that this thing and Corey's XS 650 has. But that is like wildly out of the question. That is not going to happen. This has all the parts on it. I just need to give it the time. And being isolated and all my projects in the world of cycling pretty well being done. Actually, the GTMX has like a couple parts that I can put on it that are here, that are bought. I can stay within the no spend summer challenge that I have self-imposed on myself in an attempt to not be so broke all the time, and just give it my all. Give my XS400 a little bit of my isolation time that's gonna not be long enough to frustrate myself and still not get it running probably, but at least it'll scratch the itch a little bit. One thing that I've certainly confirmed that I already knew, I'm less a chopper guy than all my friends are. Like, I'm not real crazy about the Harley thing. The Sportster is the fastest bike I've ridden, but it's still not the position I want to ride in. But I do love the like sissy bar, you know, the utility that some of that stuff has to offer. And I cannot stop looking at Triumph Street Twins and giving it a little bit of like chopper treatment, but still having nice long rear shocks, the ability to maybe go off-road a little bit and take corners like a proper motorcycle can. All right, tomorrow I'm gonna work on this. I know it's not gonna be what everybody wants to see, but that's the Spindatt channel for you, baby. That's what we do.